welcome to my front cross carry video tutorial. Front cross carry is one of those fantastic carries that you can use as a pre-tie, and when you go out it's easy to pop baby in and out of all the time. I use it quite a bit when it's not so hot because it's summer right now, but in fall and winter I use it all the time. It is more poppable than, by poppable I mean it's easy to get baby in and out of, but it is the most poppable of any double-shouldered carry that I know. Alright, so I'm going to get my wrap. You need a long wrap for this one. I'm going to use a size 5 Didymos Hibiscus Indio. Alright, and it's easy to tie this one also. Not a whole lot of layers to worry about. Okay, so you're going to find your middle point. Alright, das Mittelpunkt right here. And this wrap starts in the back. So take this, swing it around behind you, right? And you're going to take each end and cross it over your shoulders, like so. You take the right side, get it over. Take the left side, get it over. And front cross carry benefits a lot from careful wrapping so that you don't have to adjust a whole lot after you're done wrapping. I mean, not like I don't wrap carefully, but I have found that for front cross carry, definitely want to be very careful, very thorough in getting it on, because once you start getting baby in and out, and if you're like me and you use this carry over the course of a day, it's really important to keep it really comfortable. Alright, so I've got the cross over my front, and I've got a band going across my back. What I'm going to do now is tighten the band across my back. So I'm going to take the bottom here and pull that out in front, and make sure I get the slack out. So the bottom of the waistband, the bottom of the waistband is going to be the outside edges of the wrap. Alright, so that's fine so far. It's really loose in the front. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Alright, so here comes the careful wrapping part. Each part of the wrap that's over your shoulders, right, should be lying pretty straight, like so. I have wings. Now, when you reach behind you to pull these passes out front, I'm going to turn around and show you what I'm doing. Okay, you want to grab the rail of the wrap that's closest to the center of your back and pull it around, so. Alright, what you're going to do is try not to bunch it up until you have it all the way in the front, and then you can bunch it up and pull it. The reason why I do this is because I want this front part, when I adjust it to correspond directly to what I'm doing over here. I want to feel it tightening, and also it tightens better. Alright, so that's one side. I'm going to reach around back, find the other one. I should have started with this one first because it's underneath. Try in front, pull the slack out over here. Okay, and I'm going to tie this in front. Don't have to do a whole knot, just a half knot for right now. Okay, so to create the cross, the looseness of the cross in front, what you're going to do is take your hands, stick them here, just like pocket wrap cross carry, or yeah, just like pocket wrap cross carry. You're going to pull it out this way. All right, now you're ready to insert a baby. I'm going to get my baby. Okay, so I'm going to get Rowan into crosses. One leg, two leg. Alright, and I'm going to spread the crosses up over his butt now. Always remember to spread the cross that's underneath first. And you're supposed to get rid of any distractions that are to the side so he can't lean. Right, so you may feel one cross is looser or tighter than the other. That is not a problem. You may feel some digging in the shoulders. That is not a problem, because we're going to fix that right now. Alright, so I'm going to undo this. I'm going to leave one cross pass along. I'm going to start by tightening, you know what, I'm going to start by tightening the right side because that was underneath. Alright, so if you remember, we pulled these cross passes around so that they wouldn't be twisting across the back. And guess what? Here's the top rail, and that's the top side here is going to be the inside over here. This is too tight for me, so I'm actually going to pull on this, loosen it a little bit. But the outside is too loose for me, so I'm going to show you the length or the breadth of this wrap. Grab the bottom and pull, all right? Now front cross carry definitely benefits from being tightened thread by thread. So I'm going to grab the middle of the wrap and pull the slack out. I just had a ton of slack there. I had like probably an inch of slack. Right, tightening all along the bottom. And now it's very, very flush with my shoulder, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to do the other side now. If you have a wrap with contrasting rails, that's probably the best. I'm going to grab the bottom, tighten that because that's fairly loose, and then tighten all along the length of the wrap to get this really snug and comfortable. Alright, so this feels pretty good. Now, I'm going to bounce them higher. Right, you can do that by pulling out each end, bouncing and tugging. Get both ends underneath his legs. Tie in front, and now you have a very snug front cross carry, hopefully without any pressure points, because you can also loosen and tighten. I didn't do any, well, I did do a little bit of loosening. Okay, so what if this still is not comfortable for you? You can still sandwich the shoulders, like so. All right, just sandwich the shoulders. If you find that the cross is low down like this, just reach inside, grab the top rail, pull. And that has the added advantage of creating a good seat. Well, now my kid can't wiggle out. You couldn't lean out if you tried. Well, I guess you could if you did try, but he doesn't want to. All right, now the one last thing about the shoulder sandwiching is that you can either sandwich over the shoulder or under the shoulder. And if you sandwich under the shoulder, so if you sandwich over, it gets slightly twisted in the back, like so. If you sandwich under, it gets really flat. And that has actually been the best experience I've had with front cross carries by sandwiching under. So this is a little bit difficult. Can get a little tricky. So you take the outside rail, fold it under like so, along the length of your shoulder. So what I did is fold it under, and I'm going to take my other arm, grab the rail I folded under, and pull on it. And straighten it out because I can feel that fold. And now should be lying pretty flat across my back. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Folding it under. And if your child likes to, say, hold on to toys and then drop them, this creates a nice pocket to hold his hands so that he can't drop it. It has a much harder time. He's holding onto my wrap now, so giving me a hard time. All right, got it. Takes a little bit of fiddling to sandwich under, but the results are so worth it. Okay, so now I have essentially folded the wrap in half across my shoulders. It's lying fairly flat across my back. I can adjust whenever I want to by untying here, and yeah, it's going to be a little bit uneven. That's the way this carry is. And that's it.